Last time on Bokura.
Yeah, there is a pitfall. Watch.
Oh, well,
I'm like watching you walk across, like, what the heck? Oh, that would be grisly. Oh my goodness!
you have a flat face for me, I'm sorry. What?
Are you calling me a flat face?
Better than the flat chest. Sorry.
Don't have that problem.
Itty bitty titty committee.
The door's locked.
Oh, we're separated again. Oh no.
Ooh.
Now let's see how this dark journey continues. What the hell? Yeah. Sorry, I just barged in. I really need to borrow your phone. This crazy old guy is following me and... No point talking to him, kiddo. Whoa! But I guess there's no point talking to you either. Not like you can hear me. Who was that? Huh? That's... Hey! Yeah? Brat in the blue hoodie. I might be a kid, but I'm not a brat. That's... Wait, you can hear me? Who's talking? Me, right over here. Look at the wall, I'm in it. You're a machine. Why can you see me, or hear me at that? Maybe because I'm a robot too. Dots. I see, so you're the one who fixed up that dog. I think so, but... I knew it! I knew whoever fixed it had to be one of us. One of who? One of us. People who can see the world for what it really is. But forget about that. Half a thank you, kiddo. That dog was me. I'm sorry, what? What do you mean? Well, I'm the house's AI, or well, this family is... All the animals' machines that belong to this family are essentially me. I'm in charge of them all. So this AI is the reason why my companion keeps getting chainsawed in half. That's lovely. So I was just doing what Gramps ordered me to do and trying to... Oh, God. So I was just doing what Gramps ordered me to, trying to off you two. But that rainstorm a while back got the ground all slippery, and before I knew it, BAM! Dots. What? You were trying to kill us? Yeah, sorry about that, kiddo. Not like I wanted to, but Gramps has gone nuts. And I have to do what he says. I don't exist in this world. See, just a dog living with a dog's rights. Huh? What are these things? Those are Gramps' wife and daughter. Or, well, something like that. Gramps has been killing animals, machines, and stuffs to get their parts, trying to bring them back to life. Though he's got no idea they're machines. But that's so... He grew up here since he was a baby. Grew up into an adult, got married, and had a kid. He was so happy back then. But then some thugs broke into the house and... Gramps was knocked out, the daughter was killed, the wife was... assaulted. By the time Gramps woke up, his wife had taken her own life. Oh, Jesus. But he still kept living. That Gramps did his best to keep strong. Didn't want their lives to have been for nothing. He lived a good and proper life helping out other people. Must have pushed himself too hard, went senile, and now he's like this. Dots. But I'm gonna do whatever I can to let him live the way he wants, till he finally kicks the bucket. Who knows, maybe he'll be able to bring his wife and daughter back to life. He survived something most people would have gone mad experiencing, and he kept living right through. Bad time it went round bend, and got his happiness back. Sure, it'll be a lot of trouble for a lot of people, but who cares? Not like this world's worth anything anyway. You get me right? Hey.
What's that?
Dots.
Oh, sorry.
I don't get any of this. You're fine. It was, Hey, where are you going? I still got stuff to say. Don't leave me alone! God. Well, that was something.
Oh my goodness, you.
Oh, hey, I'm outside. Oh. Yo, what's up?
Something really bad happened. Come on, we have to go.
Hey. Wait. What happened here?
Can you bring them back to life? Like you did earlier?
This is the woman we saw earlier, right? Why did this happen?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
That's... I don't think we can repair this.
Why not?
She just looks... She looks dead to me. There's no way I could fix this.
How about the rabbit? Can you fix that? It tried to save me. It's my fault.
That's... Let me take a look. Sorry, I don't think I can. It looks like the arrow hit a vital part.
Oh.
That's... Hey, what happened to the man?
He ran off, and that man went after him too.
You mean the old grandpa?
Your grandpa?
The grandpa did this.
By grandpa, do you mean the man who shot us earlier?
Yeah.
Who else could it be?
Nuts. We have to try and help.
What?
Let's go after them.
He'll kill us! Wait.
Oh boy.
I'm really sorry.
This is creating a lot of theory fodder for me, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
What's real, what
my-
isn't, is any of it real? Is this just trauma from seeing the dead deer at the beginning of the game?
This whole game is more trauma, the whole part of it. It's all trauma-inducing. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay then.
Go get them, Lion.
Is that?
It's him.
Must have fallen off the cliff.
Like that dog earlier?
Seems to be the case. Who is that?
Wait,
Did they look human to you?
it did. It either looked like your character beforehand or maybe the missing boy. It's hard to tell. I think I saw somebody up there just now.
I'm gonna guess potentially the missing boy.
Yeah.
Just because it was yellow.
He wore blue to me.
The yellow scarf, though.
Oh.
I think I can fix this.
What?
Like I did with the dog. I think I can fix this too.
You want to bring him back to life?
Yeah.
Don't. You saw those dead bodies, right? He's the one who killed them.
Yeah, but I just feel really bad for the old man. I don't. Like, I know the story of what happened to him, and I still don't feel that bad. Like, this is a John Wick situation, except down a darker route. This is John
You remember
Oldwick.
what happened? You remember what happened last time when we saw the sheep rest their soul and all that, and the lion, and you were like, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the idea of divorce in their head. Don't.
My kid, my character, your character is the explosive person. My kid's the kid that like is weirdly deeply introspective.
Yeah. You feel bad for him, not all the people he killed.
I get how you feel, but
Dots.
Dots. Are we making a decision here? Oh, oh. Oh, this is. I should have known because they separated us together. So the idea, I think, that the story is that we were not supposed to talk about the things. We aren't supposed to hear each other's perspectives, and then us as the players have to argue about it.
Debate. Yeah.
Maybe the next time one of those sequence happens, maybe we should mute.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I didn't really pay attention to what you're doing on purpose, so I wouldn't hear much of it.
Okay. So pleading arguments here. You witnessed the horrors that he committed, and I witnessed the horrors that happened to him to make him this way.
So,
Now, I don't think it personally in the situation, and this is gonna sound horrible. Me personally, even with the context, my person controlling the character would be, I would leave them to die. Now, from the story perspective, I get where they're trying to lean. The fact of the matter was, seeing as this is supposed to be the debate part, do you want me to tell you what I was told, or?
I mean, I believe what this part of the game is, so
Okay.
Let's debate.
So, the story of the old man was he was somebody who was literally just somebody who wanted to help people. He spent his entire life doing that. He grew up, he got a wife, they had a kid, and late one evening, thuggers attacked the home, knocked him out, and while he was unconscious, they murdered his daughter and sexually assaulted his wife. The wife then proceeded to take her own life. He woke up to her dying. And it appears that he has deluded himself to the idea that if he finds the right parts, he can bring them back to life. So he has been killing animals and people and whatever he can get his hands on to find the right parts in an attempt to bring back his, what's left of his family. Their bodies are still inside the house.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I can't see a world where bringing him back is a good idea.
Like, I can understand he went through a lot of trauma. I can definitely feel for that. That is absolutely horrible to happen to anybody, but I don't think that really justifies murder to such a degree to which he's killing so many people and then scavenging their parts to try to bring someone back. This is like all Frankenstein stuff. Like,
There was one other detail. The
mhm.
reason why we found this out was because there was an AI inside the house that apparently was controlling all the dog units that were biting at your ankles. And apparently, according to the Hound, that there are different realities, and there's a chance that the senile old man only sees the reality that I see. That we aren't humans, that we're just robots.
Mm,
By
okay.
that perspective alone, I can almost understand the mentality because as I perceive the world, these aren't creatures, these aren't people, they're just machines.
Okay, that actually does clarify a bit of stuff. If he only sees like what you see, just robot hellscape.
Then these people that are perceived as people aren't, they're just
Yeah.
scrap parts.
Ah, okay, now that complicates things. That actually complicates things a bit.
That is the implication because the AI also could only be perceived by people in the world. Now, I could be misreading it, but that is basically what it seemed like it was implying. That they
So
say he
you could
went
only see it.
senile, but in reality, I think his reality shifted to see what I see. Which is probably also the reason why I was the one that was allowed to go into the house.
That makes sense. But Mrs. Sheep, though.
I'm not saying what he did was right, but also if we're taking from a moral standing, is it murder if it's just a machine? And that leads into a whole series of other quandaries.
It's a sentient machine, though. That changes
Is it
more
sentient to
stuff.
him? Do you think
Either
he even
way,
hears
if it has,
voices?
does he? I mean, you hear my voice, and I look like a robot too.
Yes, but we're trying to get a gauge as to how far off the cliff do you think this guy's been. And we're also
True.
under the impression that this mountain does something to people.
Mm-hmm.
So if it said he moved out here long ago. Who knows how tinkered his brain might be at this point?
Yeah, completely removed himself from society and humanity and
Now,
embraced machine.
I want to acknowledge one thing here. I'm saying all of this, and I'm still leaning towards the idea of leaving him to die. But I'm playing devil's advocate because I feel like we should have both sides of the story. What you saw was
Yeah.
somebody break down a machine. Rather, you witnessed a crime occur, but if all they were
Mm-hmm.
was a bunch of scrap metal, there's no fluids, there's no body parts, it's just machinery, then technically speaking, none of this is real. There was no murder, there was no crime committed. He hasn't killed anyone.
From his perspective, but uh, above that, though, either way, it boils down to the fact that yes, this is what he sees. This is the reality that he is living in, but he still killed a living thing, a living sentient creature, and he will continue to go and killing living sentient creatures to steal bits and pieces of this person to try to make an amalgamation that might resemble his family, which it is sad, but he is still causing pain and harm to others. And ultimately, I think that's what it boils down to, is that he's
Does
causing
repairing him
pain.
inherently mean that he's going to continue?
Not necessarily,
And I have
but
another counterpoint for you.
yeah.
We voted that we would rather have the mother stay alive, and she was the one that was killed.
We voted that the mother would be the one that the
That we would choose, and she was the one who died. She was the one that we valued, and the game took her away.
yeah,
Whatever
you're
we
right.
do will
Oh
have
my
consequences
goodness.
down the line. That's been proven.
So like if we leave him to die, does the AI in the shed decide to hate us from now on? You know.
The one mention he did make note of was the dog said, or the AI said, that he was going to keep doing his master's orders until he finally kicked the bucket. He's kicked the bucket now, but that also indicates that now that AI can do whatever it wants. And
And
that
it
could either
seems
be better
nice.
or worse. It doesn't care about the world, is what it blatantly said.
Oh my goodness. Oh
It
my
just
goodness.
did what his master told it, and he does not care for this world because nothing is real. If we're measuring it, yes. I say that in every aspect, repairing him would probably be more dangerous, except for the fact that we now have a potential rogue AI that has control of the murder dogs in the area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do.
Well, in a just perspective, I think he died of natural causes. It's not us doing things. Yes, you can repair him, but should you? But if we're looking at a meta thing, like, would this be better for us in the gameplay? Okay, maybe repair him, but that's a completely different discussion.
This is a trolley problem, actually. It actually is. Think about it. Pulling the lever. We technically, leaving him to die in death by inaction technically does not by definition make it our fault, but repairing him would be saving his life, which would be taking said action. So are we causing or liable by inaction? Do we take any of the fault? And also, I want to make another interesting note.
I have to say no, but that's a whole other thing.
Repairing him, if you look, repairing him is your side of the argument, weirdly enough. Your world, where the deer looks intact. The robotic world is leaving him to die. We've already made a robotic decision, which was the mother. This is so strange how this is all amalgamated. Or if we disagree, we can see what Dots does. I also have a concern that if we vote separately on too many things, that the friendship falls apart.
Ooh.
So, we either gamble with a rogue AI that will no longer care about anything, or we gamble with the old man who, upon being repaired, could try to kill us or could try to let us be.
Oh wait, you brought me back to life. You must be a good person, sort of thing. Maybe you can help me with my wife. But still, you made the argument that by inaction, I have to disagree with that, because there is a certain point in which, like, oh, you didn't do this one thing. How could you not do this one thing that you had no obligation or knowledge or whatever that anything could happen, and then condemning someone for so much just because they didn't do something that they had no obligation to do anyways, and it becomes a manipulative ploy at a point. And so I don't think that that should be held against people.
Okay, put it in a different perspective, like the trolley problem. You are standing at a lever. The trolley is going down one of two tracks. Mm-hmm. The trolley is going to hit one person. Actually, the trolley is going to hit three people. You pull the lever, it shifts gears and hits one person. It's the same situation in a broader perspective.
Okay.
Do you...
Frame like that, that's a bit better.
Yeah. Do you pull the lever and take the one life, physically take it, or your inaction leads to the death of three? Because what could happen here is in the repairing of the... For the record, I don't know how much of this argument we're going to leave in. I kind of want to leave in all of it, because this has been interesting for me.
It has.
We repair him. If he goes on a killing spree, that then becomes our fault. So that could be the three. Or, in this case, the inactivity, so it's one lever to zero. Yeah, anyway. Better yet, because I love trolley problems. We're at the lever. The present prompt is, we have the trolley going the track down. The old man is on the ground. We don't pull the lever, he gets run over. We pull the lever, and there's a boxcar on the other side, and we don't know if there's anyone inside the boxcar that's about to get hit.
There very well could be.
It is Schrodinger's cat in as far as whether or not he does anything here. So
Schrodinger's boxcar.
Schrodinger's boxcar. Schrodinger's victims is basically what we got here.
Yeah.
So I personally, as much as I'm like overthinking what could happen from this, I'm leaning towards the reality that chances are I don't think that him living is a good thing. I do not think that him coming back to life is worth the risk. But this could, like, I acknowledge how heavily this could bite us in the rear later.
Mm-hmm. from all evidence we have, he is a horrible person. Not because he started that way, and it's sad to see that he's gotten this far, but because of all he's seen and all of his experience has created him into a person that will murder on sight.
Don't. Okay, so I think we need to measure that term. Horrible, I don't agree. I think because now if somebody goes senile, like they don't know what they're doing, does that make them horrible though?
I mean, from an external standpoint, he's going and doing horrible things, and that's all that was meant by that statement. He's going and doing horrible things.
I'm gonna throw one more monkey wrench into your philosophy there.
Bring it.
What if repairing him fixes his mind?
Now that is another thing I was contemplating too, but we have no idea if that will.
No, we don't.
There's
Like we don't know what any of this is, and I'm almost debating on doing a second playthrough of this somewhere down the line to do the other options, because now I'm curious.
Do a villain route playthrough. I'm down.
Alright, so are we agreeing that we're leaving him?
I would like to, yeah. That's what I'm leaning on. Let's get going.
Right. I'm sorry.
I respect how sensitive that one seems to be and how he wants to help and fix everything. I completely understand that, but this one's risky.
Yep, wait for
here
it.
It is.
I knew it! Oh no. Is it gonna go red?
Don't know. No way of knowing. I wonder how much we just screwed ourselves here. We have to find that man.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What?
Kid! Is that the kid? Hey, kid? Hey!
They didn't want to stop.
Let's catch up to him. And ask if he's seen that man.
Good idea. But why is that kid hanging out around here?
You could say the same about us.
Dots.
Dots.
Something's weird, right?
Huh? What was? It was too far for me to really see.
I guess no big deal. So, for context, from my perspective, I'm in a robotic world where everything is robotic. There is nothing that isn't. So why was he a normal human kid?